we are in a Dairy Queen parking lot, just as background, and there is a woman who looks exactly like Shigo, like even down to her outfit. Kaylee is documenting. She looks exactly like how I think Shigo would look in her mid to late 30s, just smoking, living her best life.
It's the ASMR beside me. It was the like I heard from the sauce. Not me being like, yeah, you could totally eat while I talk, and now I'm like, can you please not eat around me? Jeez, please. Okay. Excuse me, quiet on set. Quiet on set. I need silence. Okay, so we're going to Bentleyville. And I'm here with Ani. She's having her chicken on the way up. We're going to Duluth today on a little day trip. That is the #1 thing that I think is so funny about Minnesotans that I've never found anywhere else is Minnesotans will drive for hours to like see just random things. We'll see nature, we'll see a light show, hours on end. And that's where I was telling my friend Angie this morning, I think Minnesota and LA culture like perfectly align in that way where people just drive all the time and they go to like any extent, because I have family in the Quad Cities and they will drive like 15 minutes and that's it. They think like a 30-minute drive is very long, and we're just different breeds. So we decided that we are doing a trip up to like the Two Harbors, Duluth, Bentleyville area to see the lights. And while we're up there too, we're gonna capture some content for Ani as well. What should we call it? Like your bench video?
I think partially so. My content is more so like storytelling. And so there are a couple of stories that are tied to, as Kaylee said, it's very cultural to go to Duluth as a Twin Cityan, as a Minnesotan. And so I have some stories from my childhood that I'm looking forward to telling. And so we're capturing some B-roll for that, as well as just like some storytelling content with me telling Kaylee stories that she already knows, but getting to share it through the lens of content creation.
Hell yeah, let's go. Unnamed place that you took photos of. I know, but I'm gonna not show them. Okay. I won't show them the footage. I'll just show them the cinnamon rolls. Okay, good. And the people who know will know. We were just coming back from Bentleyville.
Had a wonderful time.
We did, in fact. And we just stopped in an undisclosed place for some dessert. Yeah, we walk in. This lady is smoking inside. She's very disturbed with somebody else in there. And we already had an issue because this place has like
3 locations all within the same property. So it's like they all share a parking lot. And so we tried to go to the main place where you can get baked goods, and it was closed. Despite saying online that it's open 24 hours. Then we realized, oh, there's a gas station that is probably open 24 hours and they probably have some of the baked goods. And so I am feeling hope as we walk in. I'm like, oh, look, a fully stocked bakery case at 10 p.m.
Well, hold on. First of all, the first location,
right.
Ani pulls the door. It is locked. That's how we figured out it is not, in fact, open 24 hours. Then there's like this random man who parked next to us, and he's just like yelling to the wind about his next plan of where he's gonna go.
Are we gonna go to Quick Trip next? And he's looking right at me, and I'm like, sir, I'm not your wife. I don't say this, so I was like, huh?
And then he was like, did he say I'm not talking to you?
No, he said no. Like, he was just like, no, and then like pointed behind us, and
there was a ghoul. There was a ghost that was not there before, and it was his wife. She came out of nowhere. She was silent. So that's our first interaction of people just like talking into the air. And then we go into the actual gas station portion, which is open 24 hours and has a full bakery case. But it has this lady also talking into the air and smoking inside. And then Ani goes to the bathroom. I'm ordering my treats for the rest of the road trip.
And this man is like agitated. I can tell that as Kaylee is asking for her treats, that he's just like, is that all you want? Like, I hear that as I'm going to the bathroom, and I'm like, we are having ourselves an adventure.
This man, he was too much for me. I was like, yo, can I get a receipt, or are you gonna like fight me? Because I just need to know what to expect. And then I went to the restroom, and then, or no, when I was in the restroom, the lady who was smoking was still in there working, obviously, and she was like, F this person's making me so mad. She was just like talking up a storm, but I don't know who she was talking to. I don't know if she was talking to the man. He wasn't responding to her at all. I was like, is she talking to me? I'm just a bystander. You know what I mean? And so I didn't respond because I was like, I don't know.
I don't know you.
Who is the subject of your sentence, you know? And then Ani came back out. I went to the restroom, and she was like standing guard waiting for me, watching my treats. And then when I came out, well, did something happen while I was in the bathroom?
So there was a woman who had come in originally, and she was like, she had colorful hair, and she was wearing like a purple pastel. So she just looked like someone maybe in high school who was coming in. But then I realized, like, oh no, we're probably much closer in age, you and I. And then these two women are, you know, walking around, and there's one woman who comes to check out, and she's getting ready to leave and to go. And this is when Kaylee comes out. Like, she had a pleasant interaction with the woman in the white hoodie. Had a pleasant interaction with the gas station attendant, and then the woman in the lilac hoodie comes up and starts asking questions about this boy. And I think by the way that they're talking and how patronizing the woman in the lilac hoodie is being, that they must be talking about a toddler, because they're talking about someone healing up and like just starting to walk, and like then the woman in the lilac hoodie is like, oh, he's taking some big boy steps, huh? And I'm like, what is happening? And then she goes like, oh, are you like, so you're just gonna be like his home buddy then? And I'm like, is this because apparently this toddler is home until April? And I'm like, well, I would hope someone is
Somebody's gotta be home with this kid.
Someone should be home with this person while they're recuperating. That is how I read this, because I don't have the context that Kaylee got while I was in the bathroom.
The context was that this lady is in a relationship with a man who's in the military or he's in jail. I don't honestly know which. He was like, he must have been in the military because now he's home.
Yeah.
But
and then he's going back in April. And the reason Kaylee thought that is because he could only call her once a week.
Yes.
It's like, you're either in the military or you're in jail.
The context was the lady that was the home buddy made a comment about how she could only call him once a week before for 1 hour. And then I was like, that is either like a jail call or that is like to your military boyfriend. So then the whole context is totally different, because when we're saying he's taking baby steps, it's not a little kid like learning to walk after a surgery. It's like a man who probably should have gotten his stuff together a while ago, finally getting his stuff together. And then she also called her his home buddy. She called him a whore. I was like, what? In front of the entire gas station? And I thought, okay, if it were me, listen, I'm from the city, girl, all right? I was like, if I were in this situation, somebody called me the home buddy, the earrings would come out, the hair would go up, it would be like all fighting, you know what I mean? This girl was like, yeah, I guess you could say that. She took it like a champion. I said, I have never seen anything like this in my life. We were silent. We said actually nothing in the entire thing. We just took it all in. And this is supposed to be like a family establishment.
Like, I love the way you phrased it before. It's like, every other time I've been here, there have been little kids running around and going like, achoo! And like, the worst thing I had to worry about was germs.
For real.
True.
And then this time, I guess there's like home buddies in the streets, and they're totally fine being called that, and people are swearing up a storm, they're smoking inside. I have never seen this place like this. I was floored.
And so I said it is establishment's name after dark.
It really is.
That is what we just stepped into.
Honey, it was after hours, okay? No joke. That is the end of our day. That is the story that we can give you. Good night, America.